Hey everyone, welcome again to Fostering Music. Hopefully this will be the first videos of a series that I'm gonna be here sharing my passion for music. Anyway, sit well and pick a warm drink because we're going in a ride. Well, the first country that we're gonna be talking about is the first one alphabetic in the list, like this kid Aaron that is always picked up because he's the first one in the attendance list, Afghanistan. Unfortunately, many people only know Afghanistan because of the warfare and the cycle of violence. And when we are focusing into that, we just let aside the cultural representation, the history of the people, and the folk traditions that we have in the country. That's what we lose with the rhetorical violence. In my channel, it's not gonna work, not gonna be tolerated. We're only gonna be here talking about the culture of the people itself. Anyway, so if you want to be musically educated and have a beautiful repertoire, just stick with here, subscribe to the channel, help me grow it a little bit more. Of course, also check the songs in the description that are gonna be linking. It's impossible to talk about a country without a little bit of backstory, isn't it? Afghanistan is a landlocked country situated in South Asia, Central Asia. It has border with Pakistan, the big one, Uzbekistan too, a very strange and narrow border with China. The country holds many beautiful sceneries like the Band-e-Amir National Park with beautiful pristine water, and also the Wakhan Corridor, of course neighboring China. Anyway, there is no music without talking about the people, right? So the people from Afghanistan are known as Afghans or Afghani. These people are mostly comprised of Pashtuns. So they speak the Dari dialect and also the Pashto language, and of course there's a lot of minority groups inside there too. But basically, people probably call them Pashtun. In the 80s, due to a conflict with the Soviet Empire, there's a big diaspora going on that fled people to mainly Pakistan, other countries too, like Canada and other Western countries. But the neighboring country of Pakistan, because it was very close culturally and also geographically, received a lot of people from Afghanistan. What language do they speak there? Well, the language of Afghanistan, like I said, it's mainly Dari. Dari is a language that is related to Persian language. Although they have the Arabic script, and I didn't know that Dari existed before doing this video. They also speak Pashtun. Pashtun is another language, especially in the regions where Pashtuns are, eastern and southern Afghanistan. Okay, let's cut to the chase and talk about music. Here are the three most famous instruments: the rubab, the tabla, and the harmonium. First, the rubab. The rubab, a symbol for Afghanistan, is a wooden carved instrument in the shape of an elongated bow, beautiful as I said, that has like 3 strings in which you pluck with a plectrum, and it can have as many as 18 strings sympathetic just to resonate with it. The rubab, in my opinion, produces a very resonant and warm sound that is very soothing. The rubab has ancient roots, probably thousands of years, and probably was originated in Central Asia and adapted by Afghani people as their cultural symbol. Next one, tabla. Tabla is a percussion instrument. It is comprised of 2 pieces. The big one called baya, and the second one which is called bayam, a little one. You use both of them to create a harmony of intricate sounds, and it's pretty cool. Now the tabla's origin can be traced back to the Indian subcontinent, especially the Hindustani music tradition, and it was adapted into the Afghani music and then make part of it right now. At last, the harmonium. If you look at it, it seems like it is from outer space. You have keyboard, is a keyboard instrument in which the sound is produced by reeds, and the sound of it is like kind of mystical. I think it is very versatile and adds so much depth to the songs that you feel like you are in a trance. Anyway, the harmonium was introduced into Afghanistan back in the 19th century, probably and mostly due to the colonial empires of British and Indian going there and influencing them. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the music genres right now in 3, 2, 1, go! The music of Afghanistan can be classified into 6 genres. Let me look at here. Classical ghazal, tabla, logar folk, rubab, karsak, and pop music. Starting with classical ghazal. Classical ghazal is soulful, poetic, classical music. Typically includes a vocalist talking about a poetry, beautiful poetry, red poetry. It has a lot of influences from the Persian culture and Persian literature. But the next genre is tabla. Basically, tabla relates to the tabla instrument, and it is like a percussion type of genre. It is very dynamic, and one artist that I can recommend you is the guy called Zakir Hussain, and you can find, there is a video from him on YouTube called Tabla Solo, and I recommend it. You could watch it. I will put it in the description, of course, as well. Next one is called Logar folk. Logar folk music is vibrant and lively. Well, I believe it has mostly to do with the dance that accompanies it. For my research, I think this one is mostly played in weddings and festivities, like communal celebrations in general. It is really connected with the Atan dance. This Atan dance is an Afghani dance that people go together like in synchrony, and they normally do like a round movement, and it's pretty cool. Here's a video of it. As Logar is a region of Afghanistan, I believe probably has to do most with the people from that place. Rubab is the next one. Rubab is also the name of the instrument, so it's closely related with that instrument also being played. So Rubab song is kind of like the classical type of Afghani song, the most classical that you can think. And I will put here a video called Supplication, which is a instrumental song with the Rubab. Check it out. Our fifth is the Karsak one. Well, for me, Karsak is the most lively and the most energetic of all. I feel like dancing every time I listen to it. It features the dhol, the harmonium, and also some vocalists. Very similar to the other one, the Logar folk. It is also played in festivities, weddings, and communal celebrations. And of course there is dance with that too. Also related to the Atan dance, and there's some video that you feel like, oh my god, I want to dance with them. Last but not least, what is popping now in Afghanistan? For the Afghani pop contemporary music, you have of course songs being produced as well right now, and those songs will actually have a mix between traditional and modern instruments. Normally it features a vocalist with a variety of instruments, traditional and also modern. Finally, we're reaching the end of our voyage here with the Afghani culture and the music expression that they have in their country. Hopefully I make you guys understand or see a little bit more of different places and spark a little bit of interest for you to search out some music productions from the country. I feel like Afghani music is very related to nomadic style. It talks about things that matter the most, like love, empathy, resilience, being able to sustain life. It is very different from my Brazilian background, that is for sure. And economically, I cannot see it thrive here in Brazil. Despite of that, I think that Afghani music is vibrant, is rich, is humanly. Well guys, really, I loved researching and getting to know more about the Afghani culture and music by doing this video. To end it, here's the lyrics for a song from Afghani language that I thought it was amazing, actually really cool. I want to pose one question. If you don't mind, I will ask you. What did you give us? after you went into space and built a computer? If you have given us anything, tell us so we may give something in return. If not, what you have got to do with us? We are a country that have fallen behind in technology. The developed countries will either hold our hand or cut it off. Anyway, with that we will finish the Afghani review. Next country will be Albania.